Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alchemisted, and this is once again Star Trek Online. This time, we're going to be doing Preemptive Strike. So let's go ahead and jump in. That's not the right thing. Let's see. Where the hell? What key? I've forgotten the keys. Help me! Let's see. Episodes. Romulan Mystery. It's not a mystery. Romulan! It's not a mystery to me, but it might be to you. Project Nightingale, Hunting the Hunters, Preemptive Strike. I have already completed this mission. I know. So, you can take a look. The rewards for this mission, if it's your first time through the game, these rewards would be pretty nice, I suppose. Personal Covariant Shield. I believe I went through this mission earlier, and I have that equipped right now. Yes! I used to be using the Cap X3. The Personal Covariant Shield is actually has a higher capacity than the Cap X3 crafting shield. So that's probably something to keep in mind. If you want a really good personal shield, go do Preemptive Strike. So, what was I? We're at the turning point, Admiral. Starfleet sent a task force to gather intelligence in the radar system. We now have reason to believe that radar is the gathering point for a fleet that will cross the neutral zone and attack Federation space. The task force has failed to report in, and there is a strong possibility they have been taken prisoner by the Romulans. Starfleet Command has decided that it is time for decisive action. We are sending a fleet to radar with two goals: rescue our officers and stop the Romulan fleet before it can cross the neutral zone. The USS Woglinde will be joining that fleet. I don't need to tell you how important this is, Captain. If this goes poorly, the Federation will be embroiled in a second war. The potential for loss of life is unimaginable. So no pressure, you know. So yeah, the Personal Covariant Shield, that's the one I'll definitely be going for. And of course there's the Overcharged Plasma Sniper Rifle, but it's not really, it's small potatoes compared to, let's compare it to the Mako Sniper Rifle, just for kicks. Let's see, Overcharged Plasma. Yeah, I already have the Mako Sniper Rifle, and that's way better. Plasma damage, overcharged sniper shot, 50% chance. Yeah. The overcharge. Okay, so the thing about this is the overcharged sniper shot. That's the good thing about the overcharged plasma sniper rifle, because it does do a crap load more damage than the Mako sniper shot. Oh, okay, so if you want a really damn good sniper shot on your thing, yeah. On your tune, overcharged plasma rifle. The sniper rifle Mark 11 is roughly equivalent to the Mako rifle in terms of pure DPS. Bolt settings a little bit less DPS than the Mako, but the sniper shot looks bang on almost, except for the various bonuses you get versus the Borg. Knockback for 10 meters. Yeah, it's got better knockback. The Mako one does. It's got better damage against Borg. It's got... yeah, that's pretty much it. Speed for 6 seconds. Attacks back 10 meters. Knocks back all foes plus 5 in an 5 feet in an 8 radius. So yeah, the sniper shot has the potential... on the Mako rifle has the potential to knock down a whole bunch of people. And then there's just some regular shields. There's a phaser stun pistol. Phasers are kind of useless in the game. I suppose it depends on your character. Or it used to. If you were purely spec'd out for pistols or what have you. So, yeah. So, we're going to the radar system. And I believe that's in Sci-FiVERSUS. So, you're probably going to wonder, hey, I thought they took away this stuff from this console. Well, yeah, they did. There was a time, a long time ago, when you were, was it a long time ago? Was it in December when they changed that? Might have been. I think it was, actually. Yeah, it was either November or December when they took away your ability. But you used to go here to replay missions. You didn't just open it from your journal. You know, you couldn't just do that. You had to go to your bridge and use this thing. So now they've given back a little bit of interior functionality by adding a whole bunch of places for you to access various duty officer assignments. And this right here is where you access, I think, your class-specific assignments. Let's see, military briefing. So you have a whole bunch of stuff. Sorry, like you can send shipmates to like 0 G gravity training, which takes about like 4 hours, and all this stuff. It gives a fair amount of experience and dilithium. So I'm gonna send let's see, 0 gravity. I'm gonna send my tactical exocomp for some 0 G combat training, as well as my Gorn security officer. Let's see, around personal. Now, confiscate contraband from crew. Now, this is where you also now go to get the confiscate contraband missions, which used to get you reliably like 2,000 dilithium. Now they've changed it so that it's like random. You get a random item. You can get like a hypo spray, basically, which is fucking worthless. It really, really blows. See, routine psychological examination. Well, I figure let's give my counselor that job. Let's psychologically analyze the entertainer. There we go. Combat telekinesis. That sounds good. Let's see, cunning, efficient, telekinesis, and let's train him against these guys. Well, give him that one because I don't like using Valor on just random stuff because she's telepathic and there are some assignments. And of course, you can access like a bunch of your like normal assigns, like technician. I probably need to find a decent technician that I can slot because I believe they improve the cooldown on all of your bridge officers' abilities. In fact, let's check that. Let's see, technician. Let's look for that technician. Operations. Systems engineer, maintenance engineer, damage control. Let's see. Recharge time on bridge officer abilities reduced. Yeah, let's see. Resistance debuff. Chance to remove hostile boarding parties with transfer shield strength. I don't get boarded nearly that often. So, yeah. Book the technician there. I need to get a higher level technician now. I need to find one so I can further reduce my cooldown on my bridge officers. Yeah, it's a good thing to have. So, I don't believe technicians used to do that, but now they do. So, yeah. Basically... Oh, right. Oh, right. Projectile weapons officer. Get the fuck off of there. Okay. Basically, the higher the quality of the officer you're equipping, the higher the percentage return you get on that particular skill. Like a blue quality duty officer will reduce the recharge time for torpedoes more than a common quality bridge officer would, or duty officer. You know what I mean. So let's see. Is there a hazard system officer? Just for engineering team and buff. Let's see. So there are also multiple different kinds because, for example, I have a purple exocomp that applies additional buffs based on the type of battery I've used. And I also have another maintenance officer whose ability is recharge time reduced for engineering team. So, again, you really want to keep an eye on your officers and what their powers are because they may come in handy. Have I acquired anything? Let's see. A grenade is thrown. I know I'm going to be going into some ground combat, so let's go ahead and equip that. Reduces recharge time. Let's see. Doubles chance to expose target. Alright. Explosives expert. Okay, let's take Moabit off ship duty and put Ferris on ship duty. Shocks are applied. Alright, I think I'm boring you now with, like, my poking around. Let's see, is there just, like, another security officer I can just stick on there? Let's see, Valor. Yeah, let's go ahead and put Valor. For now. Yes, there we go. So you can see the glory of, like, having, like, four fucking security officers beam down whenever you hit your comm badge. So yeah, let's go ahead and head for the radar system. Captain, sensors indicate a high concentration of Romulan ships, most of them cloaked. We will need to approach carefully and engage them all before we send an away team to the surface. Alright. Now, here might be a good place to demonstrate the ionic sensory torpedo-y thingy. Let's see, I'll put it in place of the saucer separation, because I know I won't be using that. Well, wait, actually, I might be. You probably won't be using... I might be using that, too. Shit! Shit! I won't be using it right now, so I'll go ahead and switch it out. I will probably be using it later. So, what this torpedo does... And you don't have many occasions to use it in single player. This is mostly for, like, multiplayer and stuff. It never really comes up. But we can try and use it now. This is an emission-seeking torpedo that will track the exhaust from cloaked ships. Why you can't just detect the exhaust from cloaked ships with a starship with the most sophisticated sensors in the galaxy, I don't know. Apparently only the torpedo can do it. But let's go ahead and give it a shot. Now, this is from Star Trek VI, where they used this to get themselves out of a pickle when they were fighting a bird of prey they could fire when cloaked. And they had no idea where it was. So you can see it's sort of just like, it's homed in on somebody. It's got someone. It's on someone's tail. I don't know if it's on their tail or just on the ship that... Yeah. It just attacked the ship that was visible, so it doesn't work. Go ahead and take that off. So it doesn't work outside of multiplayer, really. I guess that it just spawns them, you know? It just spawns them right there. They're not actually cloaked. The other two birds of prey just spawn as soon as the first one is attacked. That kind of sucks. That's really sad, really. Fuck the plasma torpedo! Oh, fuck it. Eat this. Fight plasma with plasma. And I'm on fire! Fought fire with fire and I got set on fire. Holy shit. Alright. Kind of heartbroken that didn't work, actually. You can try and hit me with that torpedo spread, but ain't gonna do nothing. Hey. Nope. Again, that's all I ever really use the antimatter spread for. Like if I'm tractor beamed, or if I've got like if a friendly ship is tractor beamed whenever I'm playing a special task force, I'll charge in there and fire off an antimatter spread and trying to get the Borg off of his back. Being a teammate, God knows somebody has to be. You know, you'd think people who joined a team-oriented, like, you'd think people who joined a special mission where you have to work as a team to complete it would work as a team to complete it and not just do whatever the hell they wanted to. Oh, you want a little. I didn't shoot that torpedo. I think that plasma torpedo just kind of gave up. Just kind of went, is the Woglinde? Screw this shit. And that plasma torpedo knew what was up. Didn't want to screw with me. I don't think so. Melt. Do it. Is that all they got? Sir, watch out. The Romulan turret defense system is coming online. We should retreat to avoid their overlapping fields of fire. Ow. Okay. Maybe Rick might have a point. Or at least he would have a point if the kick-ass music weren't playing. Well, while the kick-ass music is playing, we cannot be defeated. Besides, fleet's coming through here anyways. Someone's got to do this. What blew up? I wasn't shooting at it. Ah. Well, the kick-ass music served its purpose. We've destroyed most of the cannons. It's a bit of overkill. Oh, it's back. Music's back. Oh, wait. It's not that music, though. Aw. I'm on fire! I'm not on fire. see. I am going to wait on that. So, I don't know if I've explained this yet. It's been a while. I kind of forgot if I covered this, but you've probably noticed by now that the Woglinde's exhaust trail is purple. For those of you who don't play Star Trek Online, that's because I have a new engine equipped. It is the Jem'Hadar... What the hell is it called? Jem'Hadar Combat Impulse Engines Mark 11. So, what this baby does is it's essentially the highest turning... At rank 11, it's pretty much the highest turning engine in the game. And if you're flying around a cruiser, especially an exploration cruiser, you want all the turn rate you can get. It also gives you bonus weapons power, which is gravy. And I kind of like that it just alters the trails like that. Before I was using the Aegis impulse engines, and the Aegis impulse engines have the most obnoxious engine trail you have ever seen. It really is like just kind of an eyesore when you're looking at it. It's just the most obnoxious, it's the most aggravating, obnoxious looking thing, and I could never keep it on. I could never just leave it on. Like, I couldn't leave the Aegis shield. The Aegis shield special effect kind of changes. Like, here, let me show you the Aegis shield. Let's see. Enable visuals. So this is what the Aegis shield looks like, and what the engines looked like they were essentially like these big, bright, whitish blue cones that came out of the engines, and it looked ridiculous. You know, and it makes a sound. I don't know if you can hear it, because I have the it's not a stereo mix anymore. It's basically a stereo mix, but it's not a stereo mix. That's not called that. But I have it turned way low, so you can faintly hear it, but you're not actually hearing it at full volume. And you should thank me for that, because that sound, if you're listening to that constant drone, it will give you a headache. So fast. The Aegis really just kind of depends on what ship you're using it on, if you want the visuals on, because there's a lot of like little features and lines and what have you on the hull that you don't normally notice, but when you turn on that covariant shield, all of those little details will light up like a Christmas tree, and the ending effect can look really busy, if you know what I mean, and it's kind of hard to look at constantly. But yeah, I like these. I like just the purple engine trails. It's subtle. It's just a subtle change. There's no constant droning noise. It gives me a kick-ass turning radius, and I don't know, I kind of really like, it's kind of like, I kind of like the idea for some weird reason of a Galaxy-class ship that's leaving like fucking purple engine trails. Like it was like Mace Windu's personal ship, you know? Like the impulse engines have like bad mother effer written on them. And I like that, and something about me likes the thought of the Woglinde leaving purple engine trails. You know, it's something that makes the ship look a bit different. You know, other than that, it looks like a stock Galaxy, but the purple engine trails kind of make it look like it may look like a stock Galaxy, but under the hood, there's a lot of differences between it and a regular Galaxy. Which is true. I've tweaked the hell out of this ship. I've been using this ship for a long ass time. So I've tweaked the hell out of it. But let's go ahead and see what Rick had to say. We're clear for now, Captain, but the Romulans will send reinforcements. We have coordinates for an area near the prison camp. The away team can beam down on your order. Hazard! One, please! Someone! Just once! There are a lot of Romulans down there, sir. Be careful. You're coming with us, Rick. There are a lot of Romulans down there, sir. You're going with us, dude. You're coming with us. No, I should stay at the navigation. I should stay at the helm and fly. No, you're coming down. Just gear up. Let's go ahead. Now, this. Oh, come on, load. Now, the ground combat in this area can get a little hairy. There are Romulans everywhere. A lot of them are higher ranked, so you can get yourself in a bit of a pickle if you just charge forward. Sir, we've located the Romulan prison camp. We've confirmed Federation life signs within, but the Romulans have erected a transport inhibitor tower. You will need to disable the inhibitor and then find all of the prisoners and beam them back to the Woglinde. Alrighty. Get off the Lurpa. So Hunter is using another piece of the Dominion set. He is using the Jem'Hadar something name I don't remember. The Jem'Hadar Polaron full auto rifle. And this is actually quite a badass weapon to have. It's a ground set that you get throughout the that you got throughout the 2800 featured episode series, and he has the full set. So I don't know whether or not they actually make use of it. Like will he use combat triage subroutine, which is a bonus you get if you have all three set pieces equipped? I don't know. Will he use the shroud? I don't know. So that's one of the things I'm hoping to see here. And Lima, as you notice, is equipped with a new gun here, and that is the first bit of the Omega Force armor. I had 40 extra Borg salvage chips encrypted data chips, that's what they're called, lying around, and I decided I'm just going to start getting the Omega Force set, and I'll finish it whenever I finish it. I've already got the Mako set. That's the one the Mako ground set. That's the one I wanted. So this is essentially an auto carbine, or the Omega Force anti-proton auto carbine Mark 11. And this is quite. It's actually like its normal attack is actually a bit more powerful than the Mako rifle. So I'm looking forward to seeing how well she does with this also. And nothing new for 8 yet, but I'm hoping to keep doing the Defera invasions, and hopefully at some point one of the Borg armatures will drop. So, yeah. Because this is my ground team. This is like my standard ground team now, so I want them kitted out in the best stuff I can get, of course. So, let's go ahead. And do I have to pet my Tribble? 30 minutes? Let's go ahead. 59 minutes. Just so it doesn't run out while we're down here. Alright. So as I said, there are a lot of Romulans down here, and a lot of them are higher ranked than normal mooks, so you may want, and it's going to chug a bit when we first start fighting. I don't know why it does that. It's probably just my recorder is what's causing that. Because it doesn't normally chug when I start fighting. It's only when I'm recording, so that's got to be it. But yeah, you want to be careful. You don't want to. You want to take your time here. You want to sort of plan out what you're going to do, because you can get your butt handed to you pretty easily down here. Especially in that last area. The last area of the ground portion of this mission, you can easily get your butt kicked. Because there are at least 2 Romulan sub-commanders on one side. The side closest to you, of course. Yep. So far, they seem to be holding their own. A little bit of synthale. Yeah, we got a lot of like Centurion medics, a lot of that sort of stuff. And Hunter ruining the shit out of them with that full auto assault rifle, as you notice. Like I said, that's a very badass weapon to have, and the fact that while they were running the featured episode series, you could get it so early in the game, made it quite helpful to have. So, as you can see, there's a whole crap load of Romulans here. We don't want to pick a fight with all of them. Why do I bother? There you go. Whole lot of Centurions. Why is the support drone? You're not fighting Borg, Nanmo. Lima holding her own over there with the Omega Force Carbine. I would expect no less, considering it's one of the end-game pieces of equipment. Okay, disable transporter inhibitor. The transport inhibitor is offline, sir. We should find the prisoners as soon as possible. Alrighty. So, from as far as I know, all of the prisoners are in this sort of area, so you don't have far to look. So, that engineer was starting to deploy one of those Thalaron drones. Said it before, I will say it again. If you see one of those things, take it out. Honored to have met you too. She's honored too. What an honor. What a guy. Apparently news of my exploits has spread. They are all honored to see me. As well they should be. I killed a doomsday device. I was promoted to captain from the rank of ensign. Lieutenant Tess. Oh God, text. Thanks for the rescue, Admiral. Tell me about your mission. Not every Starfleet officer flies a starship, Admiral. My team and I specialize in covert operations behind enemy lines. Our orders were to find the Romulan stockpiles of subspace weaponry here on Radar 3 and destroy them. The Romulans are mad with rage and grief, Admiral. They still feel the loss of their homeworld and their families as keenly as if it happened yesterday. They want revenge and they want us to hurt as much as they do. Nothing else matters. Tell me about subspace weapons. They're dangerous. No. Did you ever hear about all the trouble the USS Enterprise E had with a Sona during the Dominion War? The Sona used a subspace weapon, and they created a rift that would have swallowed the Enterprise whole. That's why the use of them is banned by everyone. Not even the Klingons or the Breen will mess with subspace weaponry. The only people crazy enough to try are the Romulans. There are some who say that it was subspace weapons that contributed to the destruction of their homeworld. Tell me about the Romulan attack plans. Most of what I've heard involves Vulcan. The Romulans won't rest until Vulcan is dust. An eye for an eye, a world for a world. How were you captured? Our mission was to destroy the caches of subspace weaponry. We had cleaned up everything on the north side of the compound and were moving toward the last weapons depot when we were surrounded. It was the Remans. They operate better in the dark than we do at full daylight, and they're telepathic besides. I lost some good officers in the firefight, but ultimately, we didn't have much of a chance. What do you need from me? We didn't get to complete our mission. There is one more weapons depot here, sir. It's up the hill, behind our current location. You have to destroy those weapons before the Romulan fleet arrives. To destroy the depot, you will need to plant spatial charges on the weapons, and then beam up before they blow. Your only hope of taking out those charges. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Sub-Commander Engineer. away from that fucking thing. They're on mine. Ah, there we go. Ow. I'm moving slowly. Thanks again. Have we met before? Captain, Starfleet Intelligence confirms that Lieutenant Tess was leading a task force here on Radar 3. Their orders were to destroy a secret Romulan weapons depot. Command wants us to complete their mission. Our new orders are to locate and destroy the weapons located in the camp. Oh, if we know where the weapons are located, why do we have to locate them again? Consistency! I guess that was in case you didn't actually read all of that. And why wouldn't you? It's an RPG. So, one of the very nice things that I've been noticing so far, no more drop boxes. Thank God! No more Cardi drop boxes. You know, I'm all for, like, that's a weird ground texture. I'm all for, like, new models for the loot boxes or anything. You know, if they make something that, looks more like a crate and less like a big floaty, glowy thing, you know, I'm all for that. And something that's been going on with this cursor, by the way, new cursor, if you've noticed. I really don't like the new cursor. Okay, let's see. It keeps splitting in two a lot. Let's just say that. I don't really like the cursor. It feels too big. You know, it's just kind of... A lot of people were complaining about the old cursor, though, so... And if this isn't big enough, it just feels like it's way too big, you know? It's too big and it's too bright. I can't not notice it, you know? You know, before it was just kind of like, kill that seeker drone. Want to get away from that thing whenever it fires off. That is an instant kill. That can take you down from like full health and full shield, so watch out for that. But yeah, you think this cursor is big or bigger? That's the standard cursor. You can make it bigger. Look at that! Look at this huge fucking thing. It's outside the window. It's... How much... I've suddenly become fascinated by something rolling down a hill. Physics! Entertain me! God damn it, I am so easily entertained. But yeah, how much cursor do you need? Still going? It's still going? That's right. Ah, that's it. That's it. You guys wait over here. Yeah, I know, subspace weapons. Important. We'll get back to it. I wanna see if I can twat this thing into moving again. Oh, there it goes. All right, it's going. It's not rolling as well as it did before, but it's rolling. Let's get it to the bottom of the hill. Let's give it a little bit of help. Let me help. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. There we go. It's like a friggin' slinky. Go. Takes as much effort as a slinky too. Okay. You can make it. And it's down. This video is ruined. Alright. But yeah, that fucking... about the cursor I was talking about. There we go. Back to the cursor. How much cursor do you need? How blind do you have to be? And I just offended somebody too. So yeah, here's where I was talking about, where you have that absolute crap load of Romulans. And up there. No, that up there is where I was talking about. There's a lot of them up here too. I believe I may have gotten offed here once. So I just want to lure a group of them over here to just thin out the area. Did Hunter just use something? Did he just shroud or use a subroutine? I don't know. I didn't see that clearly. Residue burn. That doesn't look like a burn. It looks like mist. Covered in mist. Die. Hunter, taking him down with a Kirk drop kick. It's quite a nice ability to have. I just wish they'd use it more often. I wish I could like equip a like I have that like laser batleth. I wish I could put it on Chal and have him use it reliably. Because whenever I put a melee weapon on a bridge officer, even though that bridge officer has like motion accelerator and lunge, as you saw Hunter just use, even if he has that, he'll still just sort of stand there with his arms folded and not really do much while everybody else is getting shot at. Like I wanted Chal to like be my like Klingon crew member, you know, be like charging in with like his laser batleth swinging and just dicing everybody to ribbons with it. But no, I couldn't have that. One, go. Dead. Oh, that was disappointing. Me and you, Nambo. That's right. So this bit here is where it gets dicey. Because you have a whole bunch of sub-commanders and Centurions and heavily shielded enemies, and it's just, holy shit. Centurion scientists and what have you. If you go charging in there, it's a massive clusterfuck. Fortunately, and I'm going to show off something that I really shouldn't. I'm going to try something here. So, I have this thing. It was the limited time reward for completing the final episode of the 2800 featured episode series, the Shard of Possibilities. And what this does is it creates 2 duplicates of you. Only they're not duplicates. They are you. They are you from alternate universes. I'm running out of inventory space. I have to sort this out soon. They are you from alternate realities. So I'm going to call my So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there and I'm going to call my security team. I'm going to call 2 other me's. I'm going to release the Horta, and I am going to see if I can take these guys down with overwhelming... Oh, look at that. Like, this is what I'm talking about. As you see, is you have Centurion scientists who will heal everyone. You have 2 sub-commander enemies, which will kick your ass. You know, you have Centurions everywhere, and there's all these shielded enemies. There are going to be Thaleron drones flying everywhere. And, yeah, I'm not going to show it off. It would be a bad idea. It's a bad idea to go charging in there. Just don't do it. But yeah, the Shard of Possibilities. The thing about that, and I'm actually going to go. They need more torpedoes. I'm going to go demonstrate it in a place where I can't get alternate versions of myself killed, because there's a pretty horrifying, like there's like some pretty horrifying fridge logic involved when it comes to using this Shard of Possibilities. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And I'm going to call duplicates of myself. And there they are. Now these duplicates, I don't know if they're armed with I don't know if these have my same equipment. I don't think so. I think they just have like normal phasers and stuff. But they show up for a limited amount of time. And these are you. These are other versions of you from other realities. And then they go. They can't... The reason I never use it, and it's something that my character would never use, is these are actually you. These are other versions of you. You know, they are as real as you are. So... And you are calling them to fight beside you and die. That's kind of like the horrifying bit is, you know, you're calling these people who are effectively you know, to fight and die to save your own ass. And this is different from like calling in security officers whose job it is to protect their captain. You know, these are copies of yourself that you have accosted from various alternate realities that were probably doing God knows what, going about their business when they are suddenly yanked from their realities into yours and killed. I can never use, like, just having like sat down and thought about this, I can never use this thing. Like, it's awesome, but I can't really use it. And I know, yeah, I know I'm a fucking Care Bear, but I'm a Starfleet officer. I'm a professional Care Bear. I'm a Care Bear with guns. That's what Starfleet is. It's, it's just the kind of thing that's like, when you like, it's really cool until you actually think about it, and then it's like utterly horrifying. It's like, oh god, what have I just done? So I'm going to, set them up there, and I'm going to try to draw one of these groups away. Whoop! So I don't draw them all. Target? Thank you. Because if you pick a fight with all of those guys at once, you will die. You know, they will drop smoke grenades so you can't target them. They'll start firing off Thaleron drones. You will get your ass handed to you. So don't pick a fight with all of those groups at once. Unless you're so overwhelmingly cheesy powerful that it doesn't matter, in which case, well, feel free. Go ahead. Piss you off. Okay. Okay. Now we just have one group to deal with. That's those sub-commanders have to be Sub-commander engineer. Jesus Christ. Those sub-commanders have to be priority targets. But at least we're not also dealing with this enemy group here. Because that had like scientists in it and they will heal. We have to deal with these sub-commanders first. These guys gotta go down. Die. Plasma grenade. See if I can offset that with a rally cry. Thalaron mines, get the fuck away from him. Kill the drone. Now, already I've had to kill a Thalaron seeker drone. These guys will ice the shit out of you if you let them. Hunter charging in. There we go. That went a lot better. Now, are both my security escorts alive? No, only one is. See, that's different. That's his job. You know? I'm his commanding officer. I haven't kidnapped him from somewhere. I know I'm reading way too far into this, but it's still... It's like, oh my god, what have I done? What have I done? You know, it's... You know, I'm kidnapping somebody who was just going about their business and sending them into, like, impossible odds. And just, like, sending them into combat to fight. To save my ass. I can't use it without feeling a little guilty, you know? It doesn't feel very Starfleet of me to be using it. It's the sort of thing, it's, you know, it's actually more the sort of thing that my character would probably just lock away somewhere. It's like, I mean, that's some serious Warehouse 13 shit. You can abduct any alternate version of yourself and put them into a life-threatening situation so you can escape. That's like SCP project sort of stuff. You know, that's like my character would be like more likely to just lock the thing away so that nobody could ever use it, ever, or at least try and destroy it, which I can by discarding it, but I'm not going to because it's still a rare item, so I'm just going to leave it in my bank. But yeah, I just wanted to show that to you. Anyways, Captain, the Romulan main fleet has appeared at the edge of sensor range. A Starfleet task force should be arriving soon, sir, but the away team must beam up before we can join the formation. Transporters are prepared to energize on your command, sir. Okay. So, something new that has... Something that they changed is now all of the dreadnoughts, or not the dreadnoughts, but all of the, like, the battleships that you used to see have been replaced in-game by Odysseys. So I'm hoping to see a few of those fighting the Romulans. Like, let's see a few Odysseys fighting a Scimitar. The Scimitar will probably kill them, and I will probably kick its ass, which would be glorious, you know? Having, like, the latest, greatest Federation starship get its ass kicked while the 50-year-old Galaxy-class starship flies rings around the Scimitar, blowing it to shit. It's happened. It's happened in-game before. I've killed Scimitars in this Galaxy class all the time. Captain, a Starfleet detachment should be arriving any second now. Our best chance of success is to join the formation. Hello. Alright, let's see if there's any Odysseys in here before the shit starts flying. Might be. I might see a couple. I see a Galaxy class. I see a bunch of Typhoons. I see a bunch of Star Cruisers. No, I don't see an Odyssey. But as ships are destroyed, more ships will come in to replace those that have fallen. So we might see an Odyssey in here somewhere. But yeah, this is like one of the first times where you're part of a major Federation fleet. It's like one of the first real war sequences of the game, and I have to admit, it is as lackluster as I really think the Romulan arc is. I think that the major fleet battles are pretty badass, although it probably will chug a little. Like right now. Okay, can I fix that? Yeah, I can. Good. So yeah, just Federation ships, plasma torpedoes, shit flying every which way. I'm taking care of the little shits first, because I don't want to get shot at by them. And in the back, there is a Scimitar. And you want to watch that Scimitar, because it's going to do that. And although it'll be fine. You know you've played this game a little bit too much when your ship can take a direct hit from a fucking doomsday weapon and survive. And I've done that in special task force missions as well. I've gotten hit full in the face by Dinatra's Scimitar beam thingy, or Thaleron. I think it's supposed to be a Thaleron beam. Noticed it didn't even kill... Let's see. Like, I have no killed crew. I have, like, sort of incapacitated crew. Oh, that galaxy got screwed up. But it's still in one piece. Still no Odyssey classes in here, though. Phase shift. Now... Oh, those got the crap kicked out of them. So, the fastest way to kill this thing, the easiest way, is to make sure you stay behind the damn thing. And that's how I killed this thing the first time, is you just get on its tailpipe and you never, ever move from it. You make sure... Because it's really easy to keep up with, because it's a very slow, very large ship that can't really turn all that well. And that Galaxy-class ship survived as well. That's right! All the super advanced ships are gone, but there's a Galaxy-class ships that are left. What did I tell you? Oh, and a Centaur made it too. But yeah, Galaxies for the win! Say, hang on, I want to scan this thing. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! What did I say? Starfleet's latest technological wonders? No! It's the 50-year-old Galaxy-class ships that survive. Oh, my inventory's full. That's right! And the saucer is a little bit rough, but hey, he can just recall that. Like literally, like if you were looking at my crew bar after I got hit by that beam, I had no dead. Everyone made it through that on my ship. They were a little scratched up after the ship got hit by a doomsday weapon, but they pulled through. And all he has to do is recall that saucer, and everything's good. I love that. Screw your new shiny ships. I got the best damn ship in the game right here. The more they overthink the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain. So, is there any other? Oh, there's 3 of them. I love that! All of those super advanced ships that were came to fight the Romulans. And a Centaur as well. I don't know how old the Centaurs are. I think we first saw them in Deep Space Nine, but I know they've got to be at least as old as the Galaxies, maybe even older. And that one survived too. Kind of disappointed we didn't see an Odyssey. Oh god, really? It's on the other side of the frickin' planet? Let's see. 48. 188. Okay, 148. Damn, you guys put this far away. How far did you want it? Oh, it's over there. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Slow down. And that's it. I still can't believe it was the Galaxy class that survived. Can I call it or what? Alright, let's see. Sensors show no additional reinforcements in the vicinity. Command reports that the remaining Romulan forces are pulling back, sir. The captured Starfleet officers are safe, and we've done what we can to dissuade the Romulans from attacking Federation space. And then he says good work, which is what I should be telling him because I'm his commanding officer. In fact, you know, it's kind of my job to be standing in the middle of the bridge and like look around saying good work, everyone, you know. So I don't know why he's telling that to me since I'm the one who ordered him to fire the torpedo. Good shooting, Rick. Let's see. You want to leave the system? Nah, I rather like it here. Yes. So let's go ahead and report to Starfleet. I had to turn off the auto report thingy that used to pop up because it got kind of aggravating. You've saved the Federation from a war with the Romulans, Admiral. Countless lives have been preserved by your efforts. Sometimes drastic action must be taken to protect the Federation, and it is good to know that we have officers like you at the ready. Good to know that they have officers like me at the ready, except for when an Admiral wants to commit genocide, but... No, I haven't let go of Divide at Impera. I doubt I will be. Let's see. Personal covariant shield. I might as well get one of these things for Lima. Seeing as she's my medic, and I want my medic to have the toughest shield they can have, so that they can survive to heal everyone. Where is it? There it is. So let's see. Personal covariant shield. So the personal shield Mark 11 Cap X3, which is the highest capacity shield you can craft, is 345. The personal covariant shield Mark 11 has 371, but there is one caveat, and that is that it takes twice as long to regenerate. And it doesn't fully regenerate, it rapidly regenerates, so... I haven't really noticed that big of a difference. The capacity seems to more than balance out the slower regeneration, but again, personal, whatever your play style is, basically depends on your play style. So yeah, that was Preemptive Strike. It's a fun mission. It's probably one of the highlights of the Romulan the massive insane fleet battle at the end of it is probably one of the highlights of the Romulan arc. Like, the Romulan arc, by and large, is kind of uninteresting. It's a lot of really just weird, random stuff happening in Romulan space until the very end, where there's an actual story sort of forming. And even then, most of the storyline for the Romulan arc actually came from Cloaked Intentions when they stuck it to the back end of it. So, yeah, most of the Romulan arc is just you're off doing stuff in Romulan space, and some of it has to do with how Romulus was blown up. Nothing real. A lot of the stuff really doesn't connect to the other. Like, you're doing a lot of stuff involving the Herosian and what have you, but which is coming next. That's the next mission we're going to be doing, is Hunting the Hunters, which deals with the Herosian specifically, and a couple other missions as well. But by and large, it's literally just like random stuff in Romulan space. Until you get to the Cardassian space, which is where I'm really trying to go. Let's go ahead and leave the system. But, yeah. I'm not going to get over that. The galaxies survived. That's right! Take that, naysayers. There were 2 galaxies going into that fight, and there were 2 galaxies coming out of it. That was awesome. So, I will see you guys later. So, later!